सच बोलें या मत बोलें
इसमें learned attorney
Now let me just finish if you don't mind.
There is a notification dated 2/9/2009, which was amended by the notification dated 4/3/2024 court. The court does not envisage any role of the Chief Justice of the respective High Courts to ensure alleviating the apprehension or complaint of any judge of the High Court when he receives any threat or influence from the executive or any organ of the executive relating to his judicial functions. Interference in the politics, functioning of Parliament and the judicial working of the superior judiciary by the executive organs of the state is an open secret. Some of the participants, judges, have expressed and shared the trauma which they underwent due to interference by the intelligence agencies when some political cases came up for hearing before the bench, which was presided over by them. They have also complained about the direct approach to them by the members of intelligence agencies seeking favor in decision of political cases. However, when the matter was decided impartially, they received light threats through non-state actors from the neighboring country Afghanistan. The matter was also discussed with the counter-terrorism department with no progress. Similarly, this fact was also brought into the notice of all concerned at the highest level.
What do you say about this?
This is alarming. This is
very alarming.
आगे पढ़ें.
Yeah. Very.
No, you can't. They cannot learn.
Not only just alarming.
आगे पढ़ लेते हैं ना. Let's finish it. Otherwise, we'll never finish the proceedings. जी आगे
At this juncture, we may refer to the judgments of the Apex Court in the case of Asghar Khan and Sumoto case number 7.
आगे उन्होंने सिर्फ
नहीं
जजमेंट
नहीं पढ़ने देना.
Commonly known as Sumoto case number 7 of 2017, commonly known as Faizabad Dharna case, wherein the interference of intelligence agencies in political engineering have been deprecated. Some of the portions of the judgments for ease of reference are reproduced. The Directorate of the Services Intelligence was established during the premiership of Mr. Liaquat Ali Khan. The Directorate's first head, designated as the Director of Intelligence, was Brigadier S. Shahid Hamid. With very limited resources, the Directorate had managed to fulfill its assigned responsibilities, and it did so professionally and by strictly adhering to its prescribed mandate as disclosed to us, which did not include either politics or the media. The newly founded state of Pakistan, which included the then East Pakistan, quickly rose in stature and gained a place of respect in the Committee of Nations. When institutions stay within their designated constitutional boundaries and there is an effective system of check and balance, citizens stay safe and the state prospers. The trouble starts with self-proclaimed saviors who must be reminded that sovereignty belongs to Almighty Allah alone and the authority to be exercised is a sacred trust. Qaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah visualized Pakistan to be based on the fundamental principles of democracy, not bureaucracy or autocracy or dictatorship. We must hold steadfast to the Constitution and the ideals of our leader. Para 47 of the judgment passed by the Apex Court in SMC 7 of 2017. Para 45 of the same judgment reads, pursuant to the judgment in Air Marshal Asghar Khan's case, the involvement of ISI and of the members of the armed forces in politics, media, and other unlawful activities should have stopped. Instead, when TLP's Dharna participants received cash handouts from men in uniform, the perception of their involvement gained traction. The Director General of the Inter-Services Public Relations, ISPR, has also taken to commenting on political matters. Within brackets, history will prove the 2018 general elections were transparent. The armed forces and all intelligence agencies manned by the personnel of the armed forces, including ISI, military intelligence, and ISPR, serve Pakistan and thus all its citizens. They must never be perceived to support a particular political party, faction, or politician. If any personnel of the armed forces indulges in any form of politicking or tries to manipulate the media, he undermines the integrity and professionalism of the armed forces. The duties of the armed forces are clearly spelled out in the Constitution. They shall, under the direction of the federal government, defend Pakistan against external aggression or threat of war and, subject to law, act in aid of civil power when called upon to do so. We must not allow the honor and esteem due to those who lay down their lives for others to be undermined by the illegal actions of a few. Brackets close. In the same judgment, SMC 7 of 2017, the Apex Court in the concluding paragraph 53 had issued directions which inter alia includes 1. All intelligence agencies, including ISI, IB and MI, and the ISPR must not exceed their respective mandates. They cannot curtail the freedom of speech and expression and do not have the authority to interfere with broadcasts and publications, in the management of broadcasters, oblique publishers, and in the distribution of newspapers. 2. Intelligence agencies should monitor activities of all those who threaten the territorial integrity of the country and all those who undermine the security of the people and the state by resorting to or inciting violence. 3. To best ensure transparency and the rule of law, it would be appropriate to enact laws which clearly stipulate the respective mandate of the intelligence agencies. Had the directions issued by the apex court in the judgment ibid followed by the executive oblique parliament and the role of the intelligence agencies, more particularly its interference in the politics, media and judiciary, were prohibited through the act of parliament, the present spiraling atmosphere would have never arisen.
किसका जजमेंट था?
आपका जजमेंट था जिसके फिर कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस प्रोड्यूस हुए और आप फिर
ये जजमेंट देखिए, अब आप सारे आपको चाहिए ना क्या लिख के दे दिया था। ये जज साहिबान पेशावर वाले कह रहे हैं अगर इस पे अमल हो गया होता, अगर, ठीक है, ये कब लिखा था? 2019 में। अच्छा, अब आप देखिए, अब आपको मैं बताता हूँ इंटरफेरेंस फ्रॉम विद इन इसमें हुई, किसने रिव्यू पिटिशंस फाइल की, किसने आप नाम लेना पसंद फरमाएंगे?
सर, फेडरेशन ने किया, इसमें इंटेलिजेंस ब्यूरो ने किया, इसमें पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज MQM ने किया, इसमें आई बिलीव पीटीआई ने किया, पेमरा ने और पीटीआई ने, और
पेमरा ने भी किया,
पाकिस्तान एंड पीटीआई ने किया,
और भी पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज ने किया,
और पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज ने किया,
नहीं पीटीआई ने किया
जी, तहरीक इंसाफ ने की, उन्होंने की, और एक वो मुझे याद है उस पे वो शेख रशीद अहमद थे, उन्होंने की,
जौलत के साहबजादे ने भी किया,
इजाजुल हक साहब हैं, उन्होंने किया
जी जी। मेरे ख्याल में रिकॉर्ड नंबर ऑफ रिव्यू पिटिशंस इन वन केस प्रोबेबली।
क्या रिव्यू में ये चाह रहे थे कि ना हो, इसमें अमल ना हो?
ना हो, सुन लीजिए ना अभी, देखिए इसीलिए हम कह रहे हैं ना कि आप जब करना चाहते हैं तो फिर ये ना देखें आप फायदे वाला है नुकसान वाला, इस पे नहीं हुआ। और अब आप कॉम्प्लिसिटी देखिए ऑफ द सुप्रीम कोर्ट। आपको इंडिपेंडेंस चाहिए तो लेट अस नॉट बी कॉम्प्लिसिट। 4 साल 7 माह 22 दिन रिव्यू पिटिशंस लगी नहीं। किसकी कॉम्प्लिसिटी है? ये भी इंटेलिजेंस एजेंसी की कॉम्प्लिसिटी है। सॉरी टू से, आपको सच बोलना है, फिर पूरा सच बोलना है या मत बोलना है।
इसमें
Now let me just finish if you don't mind. This was a judgment. देखिए, if you don't want to abide by judgments of the Supreme Court, or you only want to abide by certain judgments of the Supreme Court, that's a very different matter. Or if you only want to address a particular thing, why was this judgment not implemented? Okay, fine. Review petitions were filed. Why were they not fixed in court? And the excuse was used by, I don't want to blame any political party, but whoever was in government then, the review petitions are pending, therefore we cannot act upon it. So the review petitions were on the one hand kept pending and the Supreme Court. Now, let's draw a line, all the things that have been happening in this court. And Justice Minallah's note that I've read is referred to Zulfikar Ali Bhutto's judgment as well. So let's point out where the wrongdoing lies. This wrongdoing lay within the Supreme Court. Can there be any justification for not fixing review petitions for almost 5 years? I don't know of any unprecedented